book of Romans, Paul's letter to the people of Rome. It's a key passage in Lutheranism. It's one of the things a key book in Lutheranism. It's one we pull a lot of our understanding of who God is from Paul's discussion here. So Paul writes in the book of Romans, chapter 10. Moses writes about the righteousness that is based on the law, that the person who does the commandments shall live by them. But the righteousness based on faith says, do not say in your heart, who will ascend into heaven? That is, bring Christ down. Or who will descend into the abyss? That is, to bring Christ up from the dead. But what does it say? The word is near you, in your mouth and in your heart. That is the word of faith that we proclaim. Because if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For with the heart one believes and is justified, and with the mouth one confesses and is saved. For the scripture says, everyone who believes in him will not be put to shame. For there is no distinction between Jew and Greek. The same Lord is Lord of all, bestowing his riches on all who call on him. For everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. Now listen to this next part, because this is important. How do people understand who God is? How do they get that knowledge? For how are they to call on him in whom they have not believed? And how are they to believe in him whom they have not, of him whom they have never heard? And how are they to hear without someone preaching? And how are they to preach unless they are sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who preach the good news, but they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Isaiah says, Lord, who has believed what he has heard from us. So faith comes from hearing. And hearing through the word of Christ. You can read the Bible and you can get it, but when you hear it, what is different? Hearing is a bit more relational, isn't it? The data you can get by reading, but hearing is about the relationship, the connection of the person, the speaker, and the listener. Our faith comes from hearing, from reading, from knowing, and relationship. Our gospel